Joseph, we very much should be live on YouTube and TikTok on the Joey and Josh channel. It is probably the hottest live stream, not only because Joey's in a vest, but because of the heat in England that you will ever see on any live stream. But I will speak for Joey just to say we are delighted to be back live with every single one of you. It has been a long time. Joey, are you okay?
Do you know what they refer to me as?
The Stella Artois wife beater.
No, Joey in a veste.
Love it. I'm sure that's the first time anyone's ever used that. How's things, mate? You good?
Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. I'm getting through the sweat box. I'm finding it hard. I can't lie. I do want to kind of just go and sit outside all day and just try and avoid, you know, the intense heat. But we got a video up, didn't we, my friend? It's gone down pretty well. Have you seen the views so far?
No.
We are on 16,000 views on the Sarah Everard video.
Lovely stuff.
It's not bad,
Lovely
is it?
Stuff. Yeah, that is good. When did that go up?
That went live yesterday.
That's very good.
Yeah,
very good. Yeah, I didn't. Do you know what? I haven't got any access to. I've only really got access at the moment to TikTok.
Yeah.
Just so I can upload TikTok and Instagram are what I've got access for. And apart from that, I've not got any of my apps. Haven't had any of my apps since my holiday, so haven't been checking on the numbers and things like that, comment section and whatnot. And yeah, it's got its ups and downs because the downside of it means that we don't get to see all the nice, lovely comments from you lot. But the upside of it is that I don't get to see people telling me what a wanker I am all the time. So,
there's only 2 or 3 of those.
Yeah, and they're not home at the moment.
Yeah. Shall we say hello to a few absolute legends in the chat? Hello to Caleb. Hello to Alfie. Hello to Steva. Hello to Maxine. Not Car, just to clarify, Joe. Purple Gaming and Lewis G. They're all in the chat.
My favourite ever song is written by a woman called Maxine.
Again, not Car.
No.
Okay, tell us, who is it?
Maxine Nightingale, I think her name is.
How does it go? Can you sing it for us?
Ooh, and it's alright, and it's coming home. You gotta get it right back to where we started from.
I feel like that's a karaoke sort of tune, that is.
Do you remember the day, that sunny day? Yeah, it's a good one.
Mate, I have to say, your music knowledge is very intense and very serious. I feel like we should do almost, maybe not a music quiz, but maybe you need to just start a music channel. You're very knowledgeable.
I'm only knowledgeable like on a certain sector of music though. Like you could ask me saying today, I wouldn't have a clue. But if you ask me saying from, you know, back when we were at school, I should be able to tell you the answer to it.
Yeah, why is it just that era?
I don't know. Don't know. It's when you had all the good ones, didn't you?
Yeah, literally.
You know,
literally.
Kanye, R. Kelly.
Do you feel like you're getting old when you get to the point where you're like, music these days isn't as good as it used to be? Are we old? Is that officially No, I think it is though. I think it actually is.
No. I think there was a cut-off point. Like I think that when our mum and dads were saying that to us when we were younger, I think that they were being old because it's like, I mean, it's different to how it used to be, but it's still good. Do you know what I mean? When you got Nelly, Ride With Me, yeah. Or you got Slow Jams, Kanye West and Twister, yeah? Or God knows what else. I'm not saying that a bit of, God knows what even was it back in their day, Crazy by Patsy Cline wasn't a great song. I'm just saying there were still bangers to be had, yeah? But nowadays is shit. It is shit.
Is it that bad?
Yeah,
so you're just saying, you know, I don't know, like a bit of Charlie XCX. You're not into Charlie XCX.
Don't know.
She's just done a wonderful Glastonbury set, which I'm sure you're a bit jealous that you weren't there, Joey, in Glastonbury.
Doesn't Charlie on XCX sounds more like something that a website I'm visiting at night time rather than a Glastonbury.
Have you ever considered going to Glastonbury? Yeah, I presume you've never been.
Fuck that.
Why fuck that though? Why don't you want to go?
Glastonbury is not for me.
Okay.
And I am not for Glastonbury. Anyone that's been to Glastonbury will vouch for that. Anyone that's been to Glastonbury would take one look at me and go, this fella ain't welcome here. And I'm glad, because I don't want to shit in a tent.
Why not? Do you not think you'd have fun shitting in a little tent?
No.
Do you not think you'd have fun, you know, I don't know, digging a little hole maybe? Could you do that?
I'd have so much fun digging a little hole in a load of disco minge that hasn't had a shower in 5 days. No, thank you. All-inclusive holiday.
Don't fancy it.
Bring them back. Make sure they're nice and clean, and then take them to my tent.
Okay. What you? Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't realise you were still going for the tent.
Yeah, as in this kind of tent. You know, when you got the old, you know.
Oh, okay, that kind of tent. The old Jay Cartwright tent. Yeah. Fair enough. Right, everyone, do me a favour for Jay Cartwright. Give us a like on the stream. If you haven't subscribed. If you aren't subscribed yet, it will pop up in the screen right now. And remember one thing. If you become a member of the Joey and Josh channel, there will be a brand new bespoke and live stream that will come straight after this one. We're starting at around 6:05. And in that video, won't we, Joey, we will be revealing the next channel video, which is very exciting.
We will be revealing the next channel video, and we'll be discussing upcoming videos. We'll be discussing what topics we would branch out to if we were ever going to go nationwide. Well, not nationwide. International. Yeah. So we'll be discussing that. And a few more other little bits and pieces. A few more. Do you know what I always like to do on the members only video?
Go on. Get naked or?
No, I do that. I'll do that on the public videos.
Okay.
No. On the members only videos, I always like to give any interesting DMs that I've had.
Okay.
And I've had some interesting DMs.
Interesting from, in what way?
Like, just people claiming that they've worked with certain people or been in prison with certain people and this and that sort of thing. So
you've got some stories to tell.
I've got a conspiracy theory.
Oh.
And I think there's legs to it.
In relation to one of the cases that we've done?
In relation to a case that we've covered very, very recently.
Very interesting. Okay. Right. Well, if that's not a good enough reason to subscribe and become a member, then I don't know what is. There is a button below and a link in the description if you do want to join on YouTube. Everyone watching on TikTok, and we've got quite a few people over there watching us on TikTok. Hello, TikTokers.
Big up the tickers. Listen, everyone on TikTok, if you are not already, please follow the creator, because we are very, very close to hitting 90K. And about 2 months ago, I said to Josh, I reckon I can get us up to 10K on here, and then we're monetized on here. And I think we were probably thinking, you know, hold on, what's that you're drinking?
I'm drinking a little squash.
Squash with no ice?
It's just, I mean, it literally is just squash and water, and it's ice cold water from the fridge.
But no extra ice in there, additional ice?
No ice needed. The water was freezing cold already. Why?
Well, it won't be freezing cold in a minute, mate, because you're probably in a 33-degree room right now. So that is pure insanity.
Joey, if this room was 33 degrees, I would knee slide like I just scored for Chelsea. It is considerably hotter than 33 degrees.
Really?
Yeah, considerably hotter.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Have you got a thermometer in your room right now? Have you got a thermostat that tells you how hot your room is?
Have you ever watched Mean Girls?
Yes, obviously.
We know the talent the girl has in how she can tell the weather.
Yeah.
I've got the same talent, but... So I don't need a thermostat. I can always tell how hot it is.
What temperature is it now, then?
Fahrenheit or degree?
No, Celsius, please. Celsius.
It's about 30. Yeah, don't worry about that.
Everyone in the chat, please don't ask Joey to confirm how he's doing that, because I don't want to know.
Lewis G has asked if we're still planning on doing the monthly members videos. We are. I'll be completely transparent with you. With the channel recently, we have had and people wouldn't realize this, right? We've had an incredibly difficult time to be able to make time to make the content for you guys. And I'm really, really proud of the fact that we've still been able to stick to a weekly upload and still been able to make sure that we've been putting in as much work as we have, because there is a lot of work that goes into it. Let's be honest. Anyone that's followed us from the Chelsea channel previously will know that with football content, it's quite easy. It's literally a game of opinions, and therefore you can give your opinion, and most people think you're wrong, some people think you're right, and as long as people are interested, then it's all good. But with true crime cases, you need to be factual. You need to make sure that, yeah, all right, you might want to give your opinion on it, but you can't say something that you'd be liable for if someone wanted to sue you or something like that. So you do need to be factual, and you do need to make sure you get things right, and therefore it takes a lot more prep. So with obviously everything that Josh has had going on in his personal life, with everything, yeah, Josh is transitioning. He hasn't yet told you that. With everything that I've had going on with the fight, and God knows what not. Yeah, it's been really, really difficult, but we have been able to stick to schedule. And obviously, the most recent video being the Sarah Everard video. Wayne Couzens, a piece of shit. Yeah, really, really interesting one. One that I feel like, especially as you're saying, the numbers have gone down already. I haven't actually read through the comment section to see the reaction to it. How was it in all honesty? Because I think that every case that we cover now is becoming more and more tricky. Would you agree with that?
I wouldn't say consistently more and more tricky, but I think there are videos that we've covered recently that are more difficult than some of the ones that we have covered before.
Do you know why I think it maybe is?
Go on.
Because we're starting to disagree more on things.
Really?
Well, only in terms of certain elements of cases we'll disagree on, which is brilliant, by the way. Like, I love it. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I'm ever going to argue, I'd rather argue with a friend that I know that I'm having the argument with, but I actually love, rather than someone I'm having an argument with and actually thinks a right fucking idiot. Do you know what I mean? So I like to have a good argument when we have them here and now, every now and again. But yeah, I mean, like, obviously we don't share the same stance on respect for the police. That was something that came into the last video, last couple of videos. Obviously we don't share the exact same stance on what happened, or the lead up to what happened in the Jay Slater case, and obviously that was something that we kind of disagreed on in one of our videos and stuff. So I don't know. I feel like as well, where obviously we have done a video. We did a video that's performed really, really well by all accounts on the murder of Lee Rigby. I feel like these sort of topics are very, very sensitive. They are sensitive topics that can can diversify opinion, can potentially lead to a bit of backlash. Not that I think that there's any real reason for them to, but yeah, they're just videos that I feel personally you have to kind of tread lightly with. And I think that we're now getting to a point where we've got enough money in the bank, so to speak, not actual money, but in terms of a little bit of credit and a little bit of credit in the bank, understanding, and people being able to interpret us quite well at this moment in time, that we're able to tackle these harder subjects.
Yeah, and look, hard subjects is one thing, and I think that is obviously part of the videos that we produce, in that we're going on true crime cases. We're talking about murder and, you know, horrendous stuff, right? So it's always going to be difficult to discuss those, and we've always got to be very sensitive. But I think the key thing for me always is to be sensitive towards the victims that have, you know, and their families that have had to go through the shit, and sometimes wouldn't necessarily want to relive it, and then, you know, sometimes they might have seen our videos and that sort of thing. So I always look at it from that perspective, that we've done them justice, and we've tried to, you know, do it in a very sensitive way. Now, do
you think many of the families and things like that have seen our videos?
Well, I know for sure that a certain English making a murderer case that you love, I know that Omar Bengwa, exactly. I know that someone in connection to that case might have seen our videos.
Should we drop that on the members only stream?
I think we should drop that on the members.
Let's do that on the members only stream, because that could be something that has a bit of a follow on to. And then there's a few things like that. There's certain creators that have reached out, and there's certain people that have reached out that, yeah, potentially we could do a bit of work with, and potentially we could see sort of some crossover content coming from. It's not something, you know what I'm like it's a wonder me and you ever became friends, Josh.
Why? Because you're a Lone Ranger.
You're a
Lone Null Ranger.
I am a Lone Null Ranger. Like, yeah. No, I am. Like, I'm actually quite closed off to people. Like, yeah. I just not like, I don't know, not closed off, but like, even with the Chelsea content, all the time, all I ever get is like, collab with this person, collab with that person, collab with this person, and then because like, more often than not, these collabs don't happen. People probably think like that I couldn't make them happen like that if I wanted to. It's like I just like and it doesn't actually come down to being a Lone Ranger. I just like my flow. Like I just like my flow, and I don't like my flow being interrupted. So the people that are already ingrained in my life's flow are the ones that I like to stick with, and then whatever. But you know, look at what has happened with the success we've had on YouTube. That would have never happened if I hadn't have, you know, leapt out of my box and gone, oh, let's do a bit of content with this fella that day when you first messaged me. So there you go.
Who would have thought? Yeah. But I think going back to your point, right, in terms of disagreeing, I think weirdly that is what people like the most in our content. Do you know what I mean? I think if we were just two exactly of, you know, the same mentality, the same experiences, both life experiences and in terms of experiences of cases as well, and we just sort of blindly always agree with each other, and we're sort of living in an echo chamber, I don't think that's ever good to live your life in that way. I always want my friends to be challenging what I believe in, and you know, ultimately if you're challenging yourself, you're kind of growing, and I think that's always positive.
No, I don't think it is.
No, see this is again, maybe this is where we disagree. This is where we disagree.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I don't think you are either. I don't think you are though, that's the thing. I think you want to believe what your little beliefs. Here we go. We just got a subscriber. We'll just shout him out because he will enjoy this. But Josh has just subscribed, and his username is Gunner Forever. So if we've got the Arsenal fans on our pod, Joe,
we must be doing.
We've done something right. Yeah. But yeah, look, I love that we disagree, and even in the cases that you said earlier on, in terms of like disagreeing with the police, I think our life experiences have meant that we've lived differently and therefore had different experiences of the police, you know what I mean? And then the Jay Sater thing, again, my life experiences have shaped potentially how I've viewed that case. And you know what, mate? Put my hands up. I could absolutely be wrong. I could absolutely be completely wrong about that case, and probably a high likelihood that I am. But you can only go on your own experiences and your own way of looking at things. Do you know what I mean?
I think what makes us two good for crime, or the crime genre, is that you're quite clever in finding out the what's the word, the criminology aspects behind things. Like, you'll often look into the court case, in the sentencing, the things like that, what these laws mean, why governments push to change these laws before certain court dates and stuff like that, and whatever. And I'll more be able to take a what's the word, like a feet on the ground type stance in terms of, okay, right, this person has gone missing or been accused of saying, okay, I remember when my friend got accused of this, or I remember when, and I don't know. It's all life experience in certain ways.
That is life experience, 100%.
God knows. What someone asked, Claudio Santos, Joey, I'm from Epsom too, bro. Yeah, big up Epsom. Someone did ask. Vesky said, I sadly don't get a shout out. I've been subscribed for a while. Vesky, shout out. I hope I pronounced it right. Miss G said, you're both very knowledgeable, make a great team. Thank you very, very much. Someone asked, Sophia, what the most interesting case you've covered so far is. For me, it will always be the English making a murderer. It will be Omar Bengwa, who is a man that I believe has spent 25 odd years falsely in prison for a murder that I don't believe he committed. I believe that Dorset police set him up for, and I believe that the real murderer is behind bars. So that's probably the most interesting case that we've covered. Apart from that, I think that the case which is next to drop, so I suppose we'll be dropping this Sunday. Is that the case I'm thinking of, Josh? The one we've just recorded?
Yeah, that's the one. The one that we've just recorded most recently is the one that's dropping on Sunday.
Yeah. That's a very, very interesting case. Very, very interesting case there too. So yeah, look, few. Any that spring to mind for yourself?
The Eriksson sisters will always be my number one. I think.
Yeah.
It will always be. I just think the twists and turns of that case, and also the shocking fact that a lot of it was caught on camera, will never be beaten.
No, and the fact that you had a slight attraction to the two women as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't deny it. You're attracted to the danger of it. Do you know what I mean? If you aren't, there's something wrong with you. Do you know what I mean?
One thing about an Eriksson is they always get you charged up.
That you can't make that joke. You can't.
Why?
It's too close to home, that one.
Why?
Because he's beloved. Do you know what I mean? You can't do it. You can't do it.
Who's beloved?
Let us know in the chat if Joey's overstepped the mark with that.
Who's beloved?
Sabina Eriksson. Sabina Eriksson.
Oh, what the man she?
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the footballer that you just.
Footballer.
Okay, fine. Right.
I think you're the one that's got your wires crossed here. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Okay. You haven't made that joke, which is good. Which is a good thing.
I need you to text me what joke you think I've made.
Are you sure you don't know what I'm talking about?
No, I was going on about like Ericsson, as in like the phone of Sony Ericsson.
Okay, fine. Okay, good.
Well,
that's reassuring.
About?
No. Let's just leave it at that. I'm glad it's the Ericsson phone.
saying to do with someone doing something up their nose. Are you talking about charged up?
No, I'm not.
I don't know. Christian Ericsson. Oh my God! Yeah, because he had to have a.
You can't make that joke. Yeah, you can't make that.
Yeah, but even then again, even if I didn't make that joke, but even if I didn't make that joke, you're too scared, mate.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyone would think you've been involved in a cancellation before.
Yeah. Exactly. We've got someone on Twitter, Ray Jen. She's asking, would you ever do the John Wayne Gacy case?
Yes, but I'm scared of clowns.
Yeah. Are you actually scared of clowns?
Seriously though, like who grows up and thinks, I know what I want to be. I want to be a clown.
It is a weird profession to get into. Do you think there's many new clown performers getting into the industry?
No, I think the nonsense ruined it for them.
Yeah.
You know,
and Gacy.
There's a lot of professions that were just ruined by wrong-uns. Do you know what I mean?
Like, can you give me an example? Oh, by the way,
not without getting cancelled.
We found Joe and I, the editor Joe, found the true meaning of nonce because we didn't say it correctly.
Not on normal curriculum exercise, is it?
I think it was something to do with like going outside. So I can't remember what it was called. Let me find out. But it was in our video basically.
Does anyone is anyone interested as to who goes on non-swing?
Not on normal courtyard exercise.
Courtyard. There you go. There you go. Yeah. There you go. So if anyone's interested to know, like, so do you know this, Josh? Do you know non-swing isn't exclusively for nonces?
Only via you from these videos. I've put that together. Yeah, no. So who else is on there?
Anyone vulnerable.
And what does that mean? What does vulnerable mean?
Vulnerable would mean anyone who. Okay, so let's say, for example, and again, you can refuse to go on it. So you could be, yeah. So basically, I know this from, and it's making it sound like I'm like a fan of him because I've just mentioned him like 3-4 times recently. But it's just because I watched a podcast. I say it was in the fresh in the memory, but I always say the two names wrong. Tommy Robinson. Yeah. Basically, the reason I always go to say the name and then stop is because there's a boxer, Tommy Morrison. Do you remember Tommy Morrison?
I don't remember him, no, I don't.
Rocky 5, Tommy Gunn. Tommy from Rocky.
I haven't seen Rocky, Joe.
Oh, well, Rocky. Tommy Morrison was Tommy Gunn in Rocky, and he was a heavyweight boxer, one of the best left hooks ever in the heavyweight division.
Oh, wow.
Tommy Morrison, I always get him confused, Tommy Robinson, I don't know why. But anyway, Tommy Robinson was basically saying that when he was in, they offered him to go on seg, which is segregation, which means you're not going to get no courtyard activity, nothing, you're going to be 24-hour lockup, whatever, or they were offering him to go on non-swing. So you can be offered to go on non-swing, and basically it's because you're a vulnerable prison. I don't even know if they still call it non-swing in
they won't now. Colloquially, they might do prisons
nowadays. But basically, yeah, sort of like ex-coppers, ex-screws, things like that will often go on non-swings.
Okay, fair enough.
And then do
you reckon Wayne is on there then? Wayne Couzens?
100%.
100% will be in it.
100%. Yeah. And then there'll be certain high profile prisoners that'll be on there, but there'll be certain ones that aren't. Like, some will refuse it because some of them will know that they're probably not gonna get the same amount of opportunities for work and stuff like that, because obviously there's less people on those wings, there's less canteen jobs, there's less cleaning jobs, there's less things like that. So basically it comes down to how confident you are in your own ability to survive, whether you choose to go on there or not. So say, for example, you could have a higher profile. Let's say, for example, right, trying to think of someone who is very high profile. Let's say, for example, Raoul Moat had have never been shot. Yeah. Well, technically wasn't shot. Technically, he shot himself. But obviously, there's a lot. That's a case we'll cover soon.
Got to do that case.
There's a lot of controversy around that, because obviously he was tasered just before he was shot. Now, if you're tasered, your body stiffens. No, your body stiffens. It locks, it stiffens. Yeah. And if you had your hand on the trigger of a gun and you taser someone, then in effect, you have caused them to release that trigger, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There you go. But let's say, for example, someone like a Raoul Moat, had have been apprehended and hadn't have passed away, right? Let's say he had have gone into prison. I don't think he is going on any sort of high protection wing.
Why?
That's just because I don't think he needs to. The word is in the wording, isn't it? Protection. I don't think he needs any protection.
You think he's a hard geezer and he would have been able to look after himself inside if he needed to? Yeah,
I do. And also, I don't think that, despite the fact that he shot a woman, he killed an innocent fella, he shot a woman, and he shot a policeman in the face, but the way prison is, I know, and again, this is where our differences come into things. You might look at that and you might be like, hold on, why would people in prison not want to harm him? I'm just saying, if you lined 10 people up, there'd be 9 they'd probably want to harm more.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you not think? Can I ask then a follow-up question on that case in particular? Do you not think if he did go inside, he would be more at risk from a prison guard as opposed to a prisoner? Do you see what I mean? Do you not think the prison guards would have sort of laid it on around Moat if he went inside, based on what he did to coppers?
I might have tried it. But don't make this sound like I'm glamorizing it. Take a brave one.
Really, because he was such a big geezer.
Fucking hell, he's round Moat, mate.
Yeah.
Like, he ain't, you know. Anyway, regardless of that, Kevin Reyes in with a super chat, $4.99. Thank you very much, Kevin Reyes. It's become a staple of your super chats. It's always a $4.99, and we always absolutely love it. So thank you very much, mate. Legends, hope you're well. Been away traveling, need to catch up with the vids. Hope all are well. Josh, look forward to F1 streams as well. What?
Yeah, Joe, you don't even know about that yet. You don't even know about that.
What's that?
I've started a new F1 based channel.
Fuck off.
Seriously.
Have you actually?
Do you know what's really funny is, you know, you've got Joey Knight boxing. One of my real passions of recent times, more so than ever, is Formula 1. I love it. So I've got an equivalent channel now for Formula 1.
Hold on. Did I tell you to do this?
No.
Did you not give me... No, I didn't, did I? Oh my God, this is so weird. I advised someone to start an F1 channel the other day.
Who was it?
I can't remember.
So there you go. There you go. We had a first stream this weekend for the Austrian Grand Prix, and we got Silverstone this weekend. Very exciting.
Bloody hell.
English
and how's
Grand
it
Prix.
going? There's good numbers in that?
It's going really well, yeah. We got 64 subscribers in the first weekend, which was amazing.
Steve said, I took the piss out of Raoul Moat when he worked the doors in Whitley Bay for his name. Mad to think about now.
I wouldn't be taking the piss out of Raoul Moat, personally.
Me and you was in Whitley Bay.
We were in Whitley Bay.
Yeah.
I love that part of the world. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful.
It's canny nice up
Yeah,
there,
you can do the accent quite well. I'm actually quite impressed with how well you can do that accent. You've watched a lot of Geordie Shore in your time.
This is the gunman from Rothbury. I'm hunting down your coppers. Nah, that sounds more Yorkshire.
Do you know what's really funny is, you know, the geezer on Green Street, Charlie Hunnam?
Yeah.
That is what he sounds like in every film that he does. That is the accent he does in every film he does.
He's got the worst London accent.
I know,
ever.
that's what I mean, because he was doing the Geordie.
When he's in Green Street, he goes, "You're pissing in the wind if you think I'm taking you to football with me."
I know, it went Aussie.
Stop calling it soccer.
I know, he went Aussie. It was a really weird accent. That is by far one of the worst football films of all time, Green Street. I'm sorry to say it, Joe. Do you agree?
What, Green Street?
Yeah.
Oh, easily.
Yeah, easily.
Easily one of the worst. Easily one of the worst of all time.
Yeah.
Top 5 football films of all time.
You will love it. You'll find this easy. Football Factory's got to be in there mainly because your little connection to it.
Are we going just football, like football related?
It has to be about football.
Okay, cool. So we can do football violence, but it doesn't have to be that.
Yeah, we can do football violence, but it shouldn't just be that.
Cool. So I'll start you off with, in my opinion, number 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe number 1 is The Damned United.
Really? I haven't seen The Damned United.
I'm a big fan.
Are you?
Of Damned United, and when I was in Derby, going to the stadium was really really weird because there's certain scenes of The Damned United that are filmed outside Derby Stadium. So, yeah. So number 1 for me would be the Damned United. George Harwood with the super chat. Thank you very much, bro. Really appreciate that. The channel.
It's called. That's the F1 channel, Jay. It's called Couple of Rookies.
Ah, okay. Who's the couple?
Me and Emily.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
As in couple of.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I will start watching. You doing sort of like members only?
Yeah, we are. That's where the money comes in.
Let's get a bit of Gemily going on.
Right.
Damned United is number one for me. You go with your number one.
I'd have to say goal.
Would you go goal?
I would have to say goal.
Okay. I was gonna go goal number 2.
I knew you were. I knew that was coming.
Okay. What are you going number 2?
I'd probably go Football Factory because of the memories of that film.
I'm going Football Factory number 3.
Okay.
Should I just give you 4 and 5 now?
Yes, go 4 and 5.
I'm going ID number 4.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, ID's a fucking
I have heard
film.
good things about that.
Yeah, ID's a great film. ID number 4 and... Oh, you're not gonna like this.
Oh no.
Should I pull it? Should I pull this one out of the bag?
Go on.
Because there's so many I could go with. But do you know what I quite like?
Go on.
Like, look, right. My missus ain't gonna sit and watch a Damned United with me.
No.
Right.
Unfortunately, but she will watch.
Unfortunately, because of family connections, she's had to watch Football Factory plenty of times.
Yeah, definitely.
But she ain't gonna watch Damned United. She ain't gonna watch ID with me, and she ain't gonna watch Goal with me and whatever. But I tell you what, she will watch with me.
Go on. Can I guess?
A little favourite of yours.
Can I guess?
Who grew up to be a bit fucked up.
Is it? It's not Bend It Like Beckham, is it?
Oh,
because that is an iconic film that you could watch with your partner. You could.
I was going to say She's the Man, and you have just actually corrected me.
That is way better than She's the Man.
It is Bend It Like Beckham.
Yeah, way better than She's the Man.
Go on then. What's her full name?
I've got no idea actually. I have not watched that film. I have not watched that film for about 20 years.
You don't even know her name?
No, I don't.
Jasminda.
Okay, what's the full name?
I don't know, but it's Jasminda. It's Jasminda. Okay. I know it's Jasminda.
Yeah. So if you didn't know, how was I going to know it?
Okay. Well, I can tell you. You said Bend It Like Beckham, so you're the one that brought up.
I love Bend It Like. It's a great film, though.
Okay, brilliant. You love Bend It Like Beckham. Where does she work? Where does Jasminda work?
Joey, I have not seen it in 20 years.
Oh, but you don't. But how can you not?
But that's a classic football film, isn't it?
But you love Bend It Like Beckham, so how can you not know where she works?
I don't. Tell me. Do you know the answer? Do you know the answer?
Okay, what does she sell? What does the shop she works in sell?
Flowers.
Shoes. Where does her dad work?
How do you know this film's up? When did you last watch this film?
Ages ago.
No, you didn't.
Ages ago. Where does her dad work?
I've got no idea.
Heathrow.
Fucking hell, Joey.
Terminal 2.
Fucking hell. We've got some super chats, Joey. Give some love to the super chats for me.
Big up the super chats. Let me start reading some about... Listen, we're going to go members only in 5 minutes. Anyone give me any film trivia from around that time, or music, or any question, I'll be able to answer all of them. I can't believe your lack of Bennett. We've got a 1999er in it.
We have. We'll start reading them out. Start reading them out.
Stephen Ryside. Wait, hold on. Let me pronounce the name right. Stephen Ryside. Thank you very much, mate. Hey, lads. Love the channel. As a bit of a true crime fanatic, nice to see you two guys just chat about it the way I would with my mates. Have you guys thought about covering the Luke Mitchell case with all this evidence circumstantial? The Luke Mitchell case is on the list.
We have to do it, Joey. We have to do this case.
Mitchell case is on the list. It's on the list. In the members only video that's going to be, well, we're 5 minutes overdue, but it'll be up. We'll be going members only in 5 minutes. We will drop a load of different things we're thinking about covering and whatnot. Luke James Blackwell has been a member for 2 months, and he said there's only one Jimmy Grimble, lads. Have you ever watched it? I'm sure I have watched it. Mike Bassett, by the way, that's another good football film that we didn't name.
Mike Bassett, England manager's got to be shit. I forgot about that. That's got to be in there. Benson and Hedges. That's got to be in there. That's got to be in there. And you forgot, we also got George Harwood, the legend, the OG hardcore member, said, have you guys watched Ted Lasso? Haven't been that active lately. Have you watched Ted Lasso, Joe?
I've not watched Ted Lasso, but Higher Sense has said Rose's surname in Titanic. Never getting this.
Joey's going to make this look like the easiest question in the entire world.
Rose, Cal was Montague, but she hadn't married him, and she gives her name as Rose Dawson, but actually her name is Rose. Hewitt, Rose. What was Rose's actual name? Cal Montague, Jack Dawson, Rose.
He's getting there, guys. He will get this.
Montague Hewitt's the Hewitt. I'm gonna go Hewitt. Rose.
I've got a follow up. I'm gonna tell you her name. Her name was Rose.
Fuck!
Have you got it?
Hewitt. Oh, I knew I was close. Oh, it really gets me annoyed when I don't get stuff. It was Jewett. It was Jewett Buckter or something.
Can I also ask you a follow-up question? In Rose's case, how many years was it? When she says, it's been years. How many years was it?
It's been... Wait. It's been 70 to 74 years.
Right, let us know in the chat what the answer is. How many years is it that... she's waiting?
No, it's not 70. Is it 74?
I thought it was 84.
I think it's 80. It's been 84 years.
I thought it was 84. Oh, it's someone on TikTok saying 84.
84.
Josh got it. Josh got it. Josh got a film trivia question that he asked himself.
It's been 84 years, but I can still smell the paint. The china fresh, untouched. I could tell you all of that.
Let us know, right? Wait for this, Joey. Let us know in the chat if you would like me, because what some people on this chat might not know is I write a quiz every year for my family at Christmas. It's an incredibly long quiz. It goes on for about 3 hours. It's got 10 rounds plus every single year. If you would like me to come to one of these live streams with a prepared film only, maybe film and music.
Do it next week.
Let's do it next week. Right, let's do it. I'll get it ready then. I'll get it ready.
I'll smash the life out of it.
Right, we just got a new member. Welcome to the hardcore, Shawnee Ludwig, who is a Chelsea FC legend. You'll recognise his name.
Sean Ludwig, I know that.
You'll recognise his name, Joey, because he's in all of your live streams, and he was in mine this weekend.
Good man.
Absolute legend.
Big up the Lud dog.
Right, do us a favour, guys. We are very, very briefly, we'll do 1 or 2 more questions, but after that, we are going to be going on to a members-only live stream. The way you get access to that is really, really simple. If you're on your computer, there's a big button below us right now that says join. You can press that. You'll be able to join. If you don't see that, hit the link in the description. And if you're watching on TikTok, go over to YouTube, hit that link. What that will do is it will enable you access to the weekly live streams on the members-only section. The members only get that, members section get that just for themselves. Obviously, you'll also get videos early, up to 48 hours early as well. And we'll be trying to do every month a members only long-term video as well. So
something's happening in the boxing world.
What's happening?
Don't know. Do you not see your phone?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing. I can't see anything on my phone. Oh.
No, not in the public domain.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying in the boxing world, something's happening because our phones are going off. But I don't know whether you've got it set to mute.
I have, but I'm reading it now.
I'm not even reading it. I'm just seeing loads of messages coming in.
I gotta love that WhatsApp group.
Do you think what would you rate me as a WhatsApper out of 10?
In terms of your amount of conversation?
Yeah, I think you go amount of conversation. I think you go reliability in getting back to you, speed in getting back to you, and contribution.
I'd give you a 5 out of 10.
I'd be a 5. I think I'm a 5.
What would I be?
5.
Be honest.
You'd be right up there. You'd be a 8, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Yeah.
No way. Seriously.
Well, I've never asked for you to do something for me over WhatsApp, and you haven't done it.
That's true.
And you've never left me hanging.
I've never left you on
And if
red.
you have left me hanging, then I know you ain't done it on purpose.
Yeah,
Whereas
true.
I sometimes have just looked at my phone and gone, oh, it's work related.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I love that. I love it because basically
not gonna lie.
you don't have a boss in your life, right? Which is really funny, right? But I can imagine that sentiment from when I sent you a message.
I do kind of have a
like,
but you are kind of my boss.
I'm not.
Sometimes I said to my nephew the other day, like, I've looked and I went, oh, and it sounds awful.
This is so horrible, chat.
Do you hear horrible. This sounds horrible.
This
right?
is horrible.
So it's gone ping, ping, ping. And I went, oh, for fuck's sake. And he's gone, what? And I went, Josh. And he went, yeah, what?
yeah.
Is it
your
bad?
Mate Josh? Yeah.
Is it bad? And I was like, not bad. No, it just probably needs me to do some work. I don't want to do any work at the minute.
You're horrible. You're absolutely horrible. I'm probably there going, oh, we've got all of this money coming in, and you're going, oh, fuck off, Josh.
Money.
Right, Kevin Reyes, we'll do this because we've got to go on to the other stream. Kevin Reyes has done the super chat. Thank you very, very much for the super chat. Mrs. says Star Trek over Star Wars. Thoughts? Joey? If you could pick one or the other?
I lost my virginity at 14 years old.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
I'm joking.
Go on.
Kevin Reyes, legend.
Answer the question.
I've never watched either. All I can do is give you... Like, I ain't watched Star Trek, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. I ain't watched... All I can do is give you my closest... What is it called? Mythical.
Mythical, yeah. Well, I mean,
barking?
I wouldn't. That's outside here. I'm surprised you heard that.
I'd give you my closest sort of fantastical, mythical thing, and it's Game of Thrones. And I always tell the same story. It's a boring story. I never watched Game of Thrones. Didn't watch it for the whole run. Didn't watch it for years and years and years. And then basically, my mate James got all the DVDs, and he kept going, "Oh, I'm going to lend you DVDs. I'm going to lend you DVDs." I said, "I don't want to watch DVDs, mate. I'm not like, you know what I mean? It's not my thing." He said, "You'd love it." I said, "I wouldn't love it, mate." I said, "It's all fucking dragons and fairies and make believe." And he went, "It ain't, mate." He went, "It's full of violence and sex."
Yeah.
I said, "Is it?" And he went, "Yes." I went, "What, like every episode?" He went, "Every episode, violence and sex." He went, "Fit birds too." And
that was all you needed.
I could give Game of Thrones a chance.
yeah. And did you watch it? Did you watch it?
I watched the whole thing 2 or 3 times over.
Did you love it?
I tell you what, let's see how well you know me. Let's be sensitive of the female audience here. But if I had to...
If you had to marry someone from Game of Thrones, yeah, who would you marry?
No, can we just say have a fling?
Okay, we can have a fling.
Go on, you guess.
That was a lot more sensitive way than you were going to say it. If you
There's an obvious option.
Is it Cersei? Is it actually? You're sick. You're so sick.
Cersei Lannister, mate. I fucking love her.
You're wrong.
Ruthless, brutal woman. When she blows up the sept.
Mate, she wants to have sex with her brother, mate. It's
exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if she'll bang her own brother, surely she'll bang me after a couple of Bacardi breezes.
What house would you be in if you were in Game of Thrones?
Oh, I'd probably be on the wall, wouldn't I? Do you not think I'd be a man of the Night's Watch?
You totally would.
I reckon I'd have got sent there proper.
You would have got done for stealing something, and you would have got sent to the wall. Yeah. Absolutely. So what would I be? Can I tell
you where you would be?
Well, yeah, go on. What would I be?
So easy.
What would I be?
So easy. You'd be a Lannister.
I would be a Lannister.
You'd be a Lannister.
I'd be Jaime, probably.
You'd be hanging about with the little prostitute shagger, short fella. Tyrion.
What, Littlefinger?
No, Tyrion.
Oh, Tyrion. Oh, yeah. I love Tyrion. He's a legend. He's a legend.
Favourite of all time?
Gimli.
Who's that?
The one from Lord of the Rings with the axe.
Right. Okay. Just because to let you know, Warwick Davis. You know Warwick?
Yes. Yes.
Epsom.
Is he from Epsom? Is he?
He's from Epsom.